you will become unrecognizable. No matter how you were treated when you were small and how you're putting your foot down now, you will be unrecognizable and become your dream person. And this isn't just a quantum leap. This is a ladder that you've been working up. And it's magical. This is a marathon. And as everyone's walking past you out of breath, looking for water, like, I give up, I can't go on, you are going to be just galloping on by, looking all cute. Because you are unrecognizable. You are becoming that CEO energy, BDE. You are becoming that. There is a vision that you have for yourself. I really want you guys to close your eyes right now and think, if I could be my hero, the coolest person ever, what would that look like? If I could be my dream person right now, what would that be? I guarantee you'd be the cutest thing ever, fearless, spontaneous, limiting beliefs. Who's that? Living your best life. Each and every one of you has a version of what that would look like. What your hair would look like, what your clothes would look like, what would you be driving? What kind of pets would you have? Where would you be living? What would your social media look like? Who would you be dating? Who would you be married to? Really think about that. Close your eyes and think like, oh my gosh, if I could be my dream person. It could be part you from high school and part what you want for the future. This is your metamorphosis. It can be whatever you want it to be. But whatever that is, because of your imagination, because of your magic, you're going to be unrecognizable to so many around you. I keep hearing fearless. So that is the biggest part of it. Your confidence is going to radiate, I am fearless. So you're working on not caring about a schedule, not having anxiety. There are these objectives that you have where you just don't want to be stressing out about that. You're like, if I stress out about this schedule, that takes away from my feminine energy or my soft energy. So you are really learning how to embody that because, again, this is a marathon. And you're not trying to run out of breath in the next 1 to 2 years. All of this miserable part of this transition, remember that as you are going through this boot camp, this spiritual boot camp, and you feel like everybody else is just outside having a grand old time, if you really sit down and think about it, they're really not. And not only are they not doing better than you, people around you that are on the same wavelength, they're really struggling, and they either know better or they don't. So when it comes time for this marathon, this race to start, you're going to be a lot further ahead than most. You'll have so much energy. You will be able to help people along the way. Like, you know what? Here's a water. Here's a towel. You are under review right now, hearing an airplane. Like, you are clear for takeoff. You don't have to stress so much like you normally do. That is one of your objectives as well. I don't want to stress out. I don't want to have all this anxiety. I don't need to keep such a strict regimen. I want the magic back into my life. Reintroducing the magic. So I feel like you guys all have a recipe that you're trying to figure out. What are the main ingredients? Being fearless, having your voice activated, boundaries, but most of all, the magic. The magic's got to be all up in this sauce and sprinkled on top. You are about to be rewarded because you are trying everything under the sun to do for you. This might make you uncomfortable. It might be costing you a pretty penny. You're like, I gotta do for me. I'm being prompted for self-care, but it's costing money. And we need to shift how we look at manifestation. I heard today we need to look at manifestation as a ladder. We don't need to worry about making such a big jump. One of my favorite YouTubers said this. And she was talking about if you are just living a regular life and you want to be a millionaire, well, obviously you can't just go from your 9 to 5 to such a big quantum leap of being a millionaire. So looking up the ladder, taking the ladder approach, what would be the best next step to feeling closer to that goal? This is what you guys are doing right now, and you didn't even realize it. You didn't even realize that you were taking the ladder approach to your quantum leap, which is the most realistic thing that you can do. As you're looking at the ladder, you're also detaching from when it's going to get here. Not being like, oh my gosh, like, is it here yet? Is it here yet? You know, when you order takeout, but maybe you order a takeout and then you've got other plans. So you're like in a hurry, like, where is it? Maybe you ordered a morning coffee and you're like, I don't have time to go pick it up. I need it delivered here. Where is it? Because I got places to go. And checking the app like every 2 seconds, like refreshing it and refreshing it and refreshing it. You're just like, this is what we do in life sometimes. We try to jump too many steps, or we have no patience, and we have certainly not detached. You feel me? We've certainly not done that. And there are so many aspects. Oh, I'm saying that right. There are so many aspects of what you're changing. So let's go over all of it because I don't want to get too distracted. I had to break it down into sections for you because I was like, my brain is like, you know, guys, I'm ADHD, all the things. Because this is a pep rally, we need our anthems for the channel. We are divine, we are cosmic, we are humble, we are mother effing intuitive. We stand in our truth and we grow daily. And every day that we create a better life, every day that we create legacy wealth, the devil comes to play. And we what? We only F with the light, and that's on period. Second anthem for the channel, we vibrate high. High as heaven. We stay prayed up and strapped in every sense of the word. Our destiny is ours by birthright. Don't start none, won't be none. So I know I'll have a lot of new family on the channel, and those are the anthems that I wrote for the channel. And they're so much fun, and I always forget to be saying them, but I figured, well, this is a whole pep rally, so we're going to need that. We're going to need that. Your voice is amplifying in many ways. Your voice is amplifying for your inner child. So how you protect your inner child. Your voice is amplifying for how you stand up to others, how you cut people off, how you say no, just how you move accordingly. In your love relationships, whether this is somebody that you're dating or a certain type of partnership, you guys will know it's the person on your mind. You could be going through certain things with them because of the way that they speak to you. Maybe it's their banter. Maybe they just think it's okay to speak to you that way. But I'm getting specifically that you guys were picked on when you were younger. And because of that, your voice now is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. The people that used to get away with doing a certain thing or saying a certain thing to you, there's some gears that have clicked in your mind. Like, yeah, I don't know why I was desensitized. I don't know why I was numb to that, but that's not never going to happen again. Maybe somebody tries to hold their emotional support over your head, the love that they have for you over your head. And you're like, I don't do that to you. So what you're not going to do is do that to me. An example, if somebody is like, oh, I always have to save you because you're the damsel in distress, whatever. But there are certain things that they don't do. This would be like you going up to them and saying, well, I mean, you just had to not go to work today. So, I mean, how are the bills going to get paid? You just had to stay home and take a nap or whatever. So you guys are really seeing where you're putting your foot down. And in every aspect of your life, your voice is becoming more and more amplified. If you just want to be around people that are excited like you. And this could take you away from some of the people that you've known for a long time. And relationships that, maybe were never really supposed to be, they'll be doing what they do and separating. But most of all, you guys are going to start listening to the spiritual nudges that you're getting. Let's say you're going up the spiritual ladder, okay? And you get a nudge to go check something out, to check out a school, to check out a coffee shop, to check out a gym. But you don't listen to the nudge. You don't listen to the synchronicity. There's a moment that is passing you by, and then you're telling yourself, it's like you're quietly telling yourself, we're not ready for that. We're still scared. Let's just stay in this lane over here. You are working towards getting more comfortable with this new life that you've never even seen before, that is unlike anything you've ever lived before. So God is teaching us to go up this ladder and to feel more comfortable. So let's say you get a nudge at step 3 and a synchronicity and an angel number to go to a certain place, but you don't go. I know whoever I'm speaking to, it's gonna make you feel some type of way. Someone might even call you out for it. Like, hey, weren't you gonna go to blah, blah, blah? And you're like, yeah, but I didn't. And I wasn't ready, but maybe I'll go now. And at the same time, you're not going to be mad at them. Like, you might be mad at first, but you're going to let it go because you know that you have and expect better for yourself. You've been asking for the magic to be reinserted into your life, and you are going to be unrecognizable. You're just going through the growing pains right now of, well, I'm scared of heights. Why is God asking me to climb this ladder? I ain't ready for that. Okay? You are going to stop sassing and just start stepping up the ladder. Let's say you got a nudge to go to a gym, to check out a school. The love of your life could be there. There are reasons we follow these signs and synchronicities, but I feel like some of us in the collective had started to get complacent with what feels safer. Like, oh, no. I don't do that because this is what's safe over here. But I've been trying to manifest more magic. Yeah. I've been trying to do that. Even if something doesn't unfold at the gym or at, the school that you wanted to check out. Let's say you go there. God, the divine, the universe is trying to get you more used to this environment. Listening to the nudges, the signs, and the synchronicities. Okay, that's first off, is listening, surrendering, and being obedient. Second is getting used to being around the people that you want to be surrounded by. If you want to be the CEO of your life and your spiritual business, or whatever the case, are you going to do that by hanging out with the people at your fast food job? Probably not. Okay. You guys might, let's say you had a fast food job or have a fast food job and you have a side hustle. And though you like your coworkers, you don't hang out with them. You go to work, you do your job, you're like, all nicey nice and kind. And then you go do your side hustle. and you spend more time with other influencers, other people in business, because that is what you want. So when we are being nudged up the ladder for the magic, to break the limiting beliefs, to start being more fearless, it's also so we can get used to the people we are going to become more like. I think I said that right. You guys know what I'm saying. Okay? It's so we can get used to being around the people at the gym, being around the people in the school, being around those people that we need to be more like. We need to be in that mindset and at that vibration, at that frequency. So you guys also have new friends coming in that are going to gas you up. So I really want you to pay attention to people that are kind of full of it. Remember, your abilities are heightened right now. Your awareness is heightened, and you are very receptive to what's going on around you. So you're really going to be reading people on another level, beyond filth, on another level, the crevice of the earth, whatever, okay? And the people that gas you up in such a way, not like, oh, your hair's so pretty, girl. Like, not like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but the people that you're going to be calling into your tribe are going to gas you up the way that you gas them up. More than like a once over and a glaze over. It is, I love you for who you are, for just who you are. Okay? I was watching the movie Bridget Jones's Diary, the first one, last night. And you know the part where her boss, Hugh Grant, is cheating on her and she walks into the girl in the bathroom? I mean, this movie's iconic and it's a classic and it's hilarious. But she walks in, catches the girl, and she's like, I thought you said she was skinny. Okay? Like, yeah, Bridget Jones, she had a lot of laughs with that guy. And it was cute for a minute or five. But he didn't show loyalty. He showed that he was fickle and that he was surface level. Then you go to the other character, Mr. Darcy, okay? And he might be a little bit more serious, but he is more like the person she wants to become. Just piecing this together, okay? He is an attorney. Yeah, he seems serious, but there's going to be a balance there if they are together. She's going to bring out the more fun side and get to, have more serious roles, and vice versa. He's going to have more fun and, let his hair down more. But he tells her, I like you just the way that you are. When we really like people, we don't try to force them to change, but we need to accept when they want to change. Okay? And we all know when we're ready for that. If you have a bestie in a toxic relationship, you can't tell them anything until they are ready to walk away. All you can do is listen and be supportive and support them through, when they are ready. But yeah, all we can do is be ready for when people are to change. It's like Bridget Jones. She could have easily stayed a little pick-me and been like, Hugh Grant, keep choosing me. I'll wait for you. But she didn't do that. Okay, even though she was sad writing her little diary, drinking a whole bunch of vodka. Okay, she still was like, nah, bruh. You left me here. I mean, she didn't say all this, but in my mind, she's, giving it to him like, you left me on a holiday that we went on. You cheated on me. Riddle me what? You lied to me. You did all of these things. Why? So I was proud of her when she left that job. Didn't work for him. I was proud of her when she stood up for herself. This is what you guys are doing, and it will also help others do the same, especially if you guys are spiritual teachers. People are seeing you in a whole new light. You guys are quickly becoming the talk of the town. This is because you're shifting your awareness. You are shifting how you use your voice and how you speak to yourself. Everything is being amped up and wound up in a different way. For example, your affirmations aren't going to be your regular affirmations anymore. You're stepping it up. Your boundaries are not going to be your regular boundaries. You're stepping it up, and you're not going to feel bad. You're working on stepping into this role, again, becoming unrecognizable, and it's going to feel really good. Today I saw a video about affirmations that were for each chakra. And I never thought about putting them all together, but I was like, that's a really good idea. So I might figure something out for us to do that with. But I thought that's a great idea. You guys are going to amp up your affirmations. You're going to amp up what you're listening to gas yourself up. This is all internal work that you're doing for yourself. Like, you know what? I do deserve that person I'm trying to become. And again, I want you guys to close your eyes and think about if you had the perfect life, your dream life, what would that entail? 11:11 on the clock. Okay, think about like, what would you be driving? Who would you be married to? What side of the world would you live on? What would you be wearing? What would your hair look like? What would you smell like? What would you be going to do? This is like that slow motion moment where like the wind is in your hair. It reminds me of Regina George being carried in Mean Girls. They're like, and they're playing Missy Elliott, Pass That Dutch. And they're like, oh yeah, her hair is big because it's full of secrets. It's like that scene, but on a bigger scale. Like big, huge, on another level, unrecognizable. So as you were being carried out, bigger, badder, and better than Regina George, everybody is stopping like, oh my gosh, they are unrecognizable. You are the talk of the town, and you have a new tribe coming in because you are open to the blessings that are trying to pour into your life. You also might be falling in love. Okay, you're going to be feeling attractive right now, but in a different way. I don't even know how to explain it. Your perception of attractive has changed, and you're going to be noticing that throughout this year. You're open to different things. You have a more open mind, which I'm excited for because I've been telling you guys, your soulmate will differ from your usual type. You are not going towards your usual type right now, the usual suspects. So yeah, you're going to be falling in love with, I don't want to say everybody, but a lot of you guys are going to be falling in love or falling for someone that likes a lot of the same stuff that you do, but on a bigger level. They could already be living your dream life. And maybe right now you feel like you're not worthy of being around these people. Like, no, they're like way too good. Like, oh, like, you know, when you're around like really, 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 really like wealthy people and you don't feel like you're dressed the part, you're like, I should have worn something different. You're stepping up to be this role that you've always meant to be in. It doesn't have to be like that. It could be, you know, a different role. But why we're going up the ladder is so we can feel more comfortable in that role. We don't just go from our 9 to 5 to sitting with the billionaires. We might feel a little bit like, you know, uncomfortable. I know when I'm uncomfortable in certain settings, I just start rambling, and that is not probably the time to do that. And then if I shut down and I'm quiet, I look angry or I look like I have I have resting sad face. When my face is still, I look sad or I look like I'm crying, and I'm not. So you guys are just aware of how you act in these circumstances, and you don't have to feel bad about that. We are not meant to quantum leap like that when we already have these set beliefs that we're breaking down. Okay, you're breaking down these set beliefs and patterns, and that's why God is giving us the ladder. So when the marathon starts, when the race starts, we will be ready because we have been training. We are in a spiritual boot camp right now. Okay, so you guys are getting this extreme makeover. You are also realizing that you don't have to prove anything to anyone else. That's another thing. The way that you express yourself, somebody can take it or they can shove it up there, you know what? You don't care. You're not trying to convince them of, oh my gosh, this is what I meant. And did it, like, you guys are not doing that. You have nothing left to prove. So if people are not celebrating you or they don't care or they want to treat you a certain way, they're out. Drop your scissors down below. Your cutoff game is ferocious right now. You are not even going to explain it. You know what's funny? I didn't realize Regina George was right here looking at me in your guys' pre-poll. Over it. Okay? Not dealing with the BS. Taking back control. You're like, you know what? This is just a whole bunch of BS. Everybody in your life is under review. Okay? They're under review and you're like, this is just too toxic. I want nothing to do with that. Even if you love some of these people, you're like, I'm still not going to put up with that. So everybody is under review because you yourself are under review. People are going to be seeing you in a whole new light. Bad AF. You're going to be breathing fire. And people are going to be falling in love with you. As you are stepping into this role, you are the walking love spell. You guys are becoming a whole baddie, a whole vision. Again, unrecognizable. So you, in your mind, you have an anthem, you have a quote, you have a motto, you have, a way that you are going to be living by unapologetically. Hanging out with people that really inspire you. So I'm so excited for these offers that you have coming in this spiritual boot camp that like you are about to be awarded in. This whole time you've been feeling like you're under review. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to fail this test. I'm going to fail this exam. I didn't study. But the whole time you've been doing a pretty amazing job. So you guys are far from basic. You are birthing a whole new life. You're really starting to understand how your words not only shift your life, but others around you. There are so many people attracted to your magic, attracted to your light, your appearance especially. And so it's important that you know when to block, you know when to delete, you know when to walk away, you know when to say what you need to say and say it with your whole chest. You are going to stand 10 toes down for the respect that you deserve. And you will not settle for any type of crumbs. You already know we don't do crumbs over here. You've already stepped up to the biggest bullies and narcissists in your life. And now it's all the little trolls and the haters in the back that really want to step up to the front, not realizing where all of the other people in front of them went. They just they don't get it. They're like, oh, I'm important. I got something to say. It's like, no, if you really calmed down for 2 seconds, you would realize that the whole front 3 lines is gone. Maybe don't. Maybe don't. You're also doing this in your love life. You are not going to just accept any old crumb or any old way of being spoken to. I'm getting a lot about justice. There is justice unfolding from people that have stolen from you. So if they've taken money, they're dealing with they're dealing with what they've been reaping, sowing. You know what I mean. You are the star, but you're restoring hope in your life. You are learning to stop so much seriousness. You take your purpose seriously. Being a parent seriously, your job. There are so many different aspects of your life that you take seriously. But you can still have fun. So you're trying to sort that out. Where can I introduce more magic and more fun and not be so stressed out about whatever expectations? You will always make it. You will always make it to the finish line, even if you take the long way. So if you guys think about it that way, I'm always going to make it. I know how to pivot. I know how to run figure eights. I know how to pray. You have a lot of different tools. And as long as you think about, yeah, I'll get that done. I'm not going to procrastinate. I'm going to be proactive, but I'm not going to be so crazy with myself. So you are restoring hope in having fun. You are restoring hope in how you take care of yourself. You are stepping towards being the empress. So this unrecognizable you is the empress that is fully detached from manifestations. You manifest something, boom, you forget about it. And then it ends up where it ends up at the right time. You are tuning into a different frequency. You are letting go of old versions of you. That's another reason why you guys are becoming extremely unrecognizable. Sometimes we do this with other people too. They start changing and we're like, well, wait, I'm still talking to the old version of you. People will have to get acquainted with this new version, whether they like it or not. And you will do the same for them. Because maybe you're starting to realize, oh, that was me sabotaging. That was me holding us back, not you. I'm sorry, I apologize. Or that was me holding you back. I'm so sorry. You deserve all of the love in the world. So you are tuning into the fact that you're going to start vibrating higher. If you are thinking about all the things you don't want, like, I don't want this to happen. Why is this happening to me? I don't want to pay for that. I don't want to go here. I don't want to go to work today. Then you are just attracting more of that and there's no magic there. Like, of course, you can still manifest in a negative vibration or feeling sad or even angry. But it would be a lot better to manifest rocking at a high vibration. Think about it. When you are feeling yourself and you are open, you have surrendered, there's all this space for things to be synchronistic. For there to be serendipity. For there to be magic. So that's what you're welcoming back into your life with fresh new eyes. So you're trying the new self-care practices. You're being rewarded for that. You're being rewarded for investing in yourself. Checking your vibration. Okay, you are now doing energy check-ins with yourself. Okay, why am I sad right now? What am I thinking about? Why am I angry right now? Well, what am I thinking about? Let me shift that. Because no matter what you're working on, all of it entails how you will get further with less weight on your shoulders and be surrounded by the magic of the universe, the magic from the divine, the magic of this world. People from your past, I'm getting a message that people from your past, they can't forget how you stood up to them. And these are most likely people that stole from you. Then you have a lot of people that see your abilities being amplified. Terrified of where you're about to go. And stalking you through divination. But you're not going to let that stop you. Okay, you guys are not going to let this stop you. You have a heightened awareness of how powerful your abilities are. So you are tuning into your thoughts and your limiting beliefs, and you are rewiring your DNA. You are reprogramming your subconscious. You guys are also getting new spiritual teachers, especially if you yourself are a spiritual teacher. You are going to be surrounded with new experts, new gurus, new influencers. Because if you are around a bunch of people in scarcity, what are you going to be doing? Complaining that you are in scarcity. If you are around a group of people that are experts, gurus, walking in their purpose, spiritual teachers, CEOs, what are you going to become? It's kind of like when we go into the gym. The gym isn't just about going into the gym. It's about being around people that are raising their vibration. They're trying to better their life. They're trying to get healthy. They're trying to lose weight. They're trying to train for a contest. They're going there to spend time with a friend and work out and like get healthy. There's a vibration at the gym, whether you like being there or not. You're surrounding yourself with people that are trying to make a difference. And even if they couldn't control the first thought of, I don't want to go to the gym today, they controlled the second thought that said, you know what, go there. So your friends, that whole situation is going to be shifting for you this year. Who you affiliate yourself with. Not because you're mean, like, oh, you're in scarcity and you have a limiting mindset, I can't hang out with you. It's just, you don't have time for that. You know you're being prepared for the marathon of your life. And you are not about to be on the bench or on the sidewalk like, where's my inhaler? Where's my oxygen? I keep forgetting what I'm going to say. Then I'm like, oh wait, I remembered. You guys are realizing that the recognition that you guys are going to be gaining, your online followers are changing. Your supporters are changing. Those that encourage you are changing. The people that you're dating are changing. The people that you go to coffee with or that you converse with daily is changing because your voice is becoming amplified in every sense of the word. You are more open to intensifying intimacy, but not just like regular schmegular intimacy. Intimacy has many different meanings to you, but most of all communication. Most of all communication. Maybe this new era that you're stepping into, you're not used to people listening to you. You're not used to them actually hearing what you're saying. So this is something that you are also attracting. You're putting your foot down with people that don't listen, that can't be bothered, that just like to hear themselves talk. And you are attracting new people in your life that are going to bring you intimacy on a completely different level. You are also realizing that what you desire is shifting. If before you wanted affection or just to be loved, now you want something different. Okay, you are evolving. You want something better for yourself. You're like, I want somebody that listens. I want somebody that cares what I have to say and that they think it's important. So as you're under review and as you're stepping up the ladder, there's a big manifestation that I see very clearly coming in for you. And that is 6 figures. Those of you that have been trying to manifest a stable and secure residual 6 figures that ain't going nowhere, that is coming in for you this year. So remember to keep surrendering and to keep stepping up that ladder. The more magic you let into your life, the more you listen to the intuitive nudges, the hunches, your instincts, you step up the ladder and then you let the magic unfold. That will take you closer and closer to your goal. The more you surround yourself with like-minded people, the more you will feel comfortable in these new settings. Again, you are becoming unrecognizable. So there's something specific that I'm seeing with your 6 figures that's on the way. It's you are the wolf. You are normally the lone wolf, but now you are becoming the big bad wolf of the forest, and you are accepting help from others. So if normally you would struggle carrying everything by yourself, you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, could you help me? Or You know, you are showing people I am independent and I can do these things on my own. I am not the damsel in distress. But, and this is what's also making you very attractive, is people can see that you work your butt off and you're not just going to put them on a pedestal because other people might. Okay, let's say you guys start dating and you haven't been dating for a while and you meet somebody that's really nice, but you don't just drop everything for this person to go do things with. You show them that you have a whole life and that if you let them into your life, it's because you chose them, but you have other things to entertain. You have luxurious trips that you can entertain, a great friend group that you can entertain, a great job. You have purpose. You have purpose in your life. That is what is attracting these people towards you. You're showing them like, oh my gosh, you're great. You're awesome. But I got this going on over here. What do you bring to the equation? You are going to make people get on the ladder and climb. Only the people that can even get close in your vicinity are only people that will even know where the freaking ladder is. Because they will have something to bring to the table, which is, what do I bring to the table? How can I impress this person? You are attracting people that will want to impress you because you can take care of yourself, but you want to accept help from others. Spirit is saying this is the best way to get that. For those of you that are single, it's not by complaining to the new person you're dating, like, oh, I have to work so hard and I don't have money for this and I don't have money for that. And like, it's so stupid. And then, putting them first right out of the gate, like, oh yeah, let me not hang out with my friends. Let me hang out with you instead. I can hang out with them later. No, it all needs to be in reverse. It all needs to be in reverse. You show them that you are independent, that you got it. You're securing bags daily. Oh, you asked me out? And it's not even about playing games. This is about you taking care of you because you can do that. You putting yourself on the freaking pedestal. Because if you put yourself up here, if you treat yourself this way, what do they add to the equation? They better climb. Okay? I'm also getting another message about certain enemies of yours that fight with everyone. I don't know who needs to hear this. It seems very specific, but their stability is being removed. Whatever solid ground they thought they had. And so you're just going to pray for them. You guys are praying for them. You might have a new friend that's coming in that's going to help you with a makeover. But I'm getting that there's an offer coming in. A big offer. You are turning into an unrecognizable royal being of love and light. If you've always loved royalty and that type of narrative, this is what you want for your life. You're like, I want to be treated like royalty. That's what I want. That's what I'm going to manifest. Well, you have genuine offers coming in that you are attracting, and somebody's going to try to bring you a diamond. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are ready for this many people breaking their neck to fall in love with you, but prepare yourself. Oh no, his little thing came off. We cannot have his little bow tie coming off. No, we cannot. Sir. Okay. And there is a commitment, a relationship, a solid connection. And there are certain people that you are going to be meeting very soon, if you have not just met them, that are fantasizing about you. Okay. I'm hearing I don't chase, I attract. So if you guys were thinking about chasing somebody or, reaching out to somebody, reel that back a little bit, because you have plenty to offer. You are the heartbreaker. You are the one that is, you make their heart stop. You do. We have basic and plastic. Some of you guys have been feeling like you're redefining what your confidence looks like or what confidence even means to you. you're trying to decipher if your confidence means getting plastic surgery, going to the gym, or being obsessed with yourself. I don't know who needs to hear that part, but your confidence is being redefined, and how you look at that. So let's see what else we get for you guys. I'm seeing you guys become a baddie. Get in that Regina George moment where you're being carried through the field and everyone's like, wow. Absolutely wow. It's also reminding me of Miss Congeniality, where she goes from being the officer to becoming the pageant queen. Like, it's that type of, like Princess Diaries. Like, think about those best iconic, and that will be the spiritual assignment. What is your favorite iconic moment in a movie where you're like, yes, the underdog is here. The ugly duckling has risen. That is what you guys are about to be. Is it Pretty Woman, Princess Diaries? Like, what is it? You guys have to tell me. You have to tell me. I think my favorite is probably Pretty Woman. Okay. Anything else? Your gifts will help others. See? This is why you guys are being prepared for this marathon. In this marathon, you're going to be galloping on by and helping people with water. Helping them, like, know, like, it's going to be okay. That is why you are going through this boot camp right now. Your gifts will help others. So it's like you are, unfortunately, having to go through it first. That's why you guys could be seeing other people struggling and not caring and not taking care of themselves. But you're on a different plan. Your destiny is different. Some people are the students and some people are the teachers. And in this season that you are stepping into, you're going to be the teacher, and then a lot of other people are going to be students. You're going to be the inspiration. You are going to be the catalyst for change. You are restoring faith in your abilities after going through a tower moment. You guys could have had a really hard season, and it could have been 6 months to a year or even longer, where it didn't matter if you had your seatbelt on. It didn't matter if you were wearing a helmet. It was more than turbulent. You guys are still getting things back on track. You're trying to get your mindset back on track, your finances, your health, your mental health. As you guys are more receptive to information and gaining a lot of clarity, you are bringing in this new spirit animal, which is, again, the star, the wolf, not being the lone wolf anymore, now being the big bad wolf of the forest, accepting help from others and leading the pack. And the lizard spirit, which is stopping the negative self-talk, getting off of that hamster wheel, where even if you don't complain to others, you complain to your subconscious. And we have to be better about reprogramming our subconscious and releasing old versions of ourselves that just don't serve us. But maybe that was easier said than done when you were dealing with this last season that you were recovering from. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. This is a part of your destiny. There are calmer waters ahead. Okay, there are calmer waters ahead is what I'm hearing. Be careful with a fake emperor, okay? Or you guys are going to be noticing this more. What you thought was a real one, or what you thought was, I don't know, there's some things that are being shedded. different versions, different things that you used to think about relationships. Okay, that is all changing. It's all being upheavaled. You guys are tuning into your feelings. How do I feel when I'm around this person? Do I feel confident? Do I feel good about myself? Or do I talk to myself even worse? Am I even, more mean to myself? This is another thing. Part of the reason why God is showing us the ladder and teaching us how to climb. It is hard to quantum leap, leaps and bounds. But at the same time, there is a bigger picture. It's a bigger, better picture. Whatever things that were extremely traumatic to you in this last year that you endured, that you persevered through, you are telling yourself now, today, I will not relive that over and over and over again. I haven't said this in a long time, but I'm going to say it right now. Our body does not know the difference. A lot of you guys already know this. So we have our imagination. Our subconscious is a program that's always running. You can't turn it off. What we tell our bodies matters. You guys already know the body will keep the score. So if you are watching a scary movie, for instance, your body, because you are in suspense, you're anxious, your body doesn't know the difference between that really happening and you watching a movie. So when you are repeating a story from the past or something traumatic that just happened and you're repeating it over and over and over again, you are putting your body through that in fight or flight, messing with your nervous system, because our body doesn't know. It only knows excited or scared. And you have to tell your body, we're good. We're safe. We're calm. We're excited. No, actually, excited and scared, I believe Mel Robbins says, has the same response. So it matters what you tell your body. You feel me? She said when she would go on stage and she would be really nervous for public speaking, that she would be sweating. And you guys all know Mel Robbins. She's got so many people all over social media. And she's a great teacher. But she tells us, your body doesn't know the difference between the excitement and the nervousness, being scared or terrified, because your body's doing the same thing. It's doing what? All of our bodies react a certain way to stress. And we are going to be more aware of what we are telling ourselves, the stories that we are repeating, the things that we are continuously saying to others. You could have gone through a really bad breakup. And so you're repeating it to, each and every family member. Yeah, I went through this breakup. It was this and that. Your body's like, oh, let's get our defenses up. We're going through this again. I literally probably don't hate a lot of things, but I really despise sometimes the way that we gotta tell our body this. Our subconscious be running amok over here. Why do we not have a leash for the subconscious? Why isn't there a better way? You guys are getting re-energized by simply not draining your battery this way. If you guys were watching my videos last week, you know that I shared my favorite smartwatch, which is the Vivo Active 5 by Garmin. And it will tell you your stress levels. It'll tell you, you have a body battery on this watch. It's amazing. Your body battery should start at 100, but it doesn't, depending on how your sleep is interrupted. If you got naps, if you're yelling and your heart rate is going up, depending on what your body is doing, your breaths per minute, the way that you're stressing, your body battery will drain or it will go back up. So you are taking this very serious. Okay, I'm not going to freak out about this because that's not helping me. You're putting your subconscious through its own boot camp. There is a new protocol. You're not going to put things on repeat. You're not going to repeat, I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be around this person. I don't want to be at this stupid job. Because that does what? We all know. We can't say a negative whatever with an affirmation. It will only bring more of that towards us. If I say, I don't want to go there, I don't want to go there, guess where I'm probably going? That way. It's the law of attraction. Don't ask me. I don't make the rules. But you are learning how to become re-energized by what makes you feel good. What makes you feel calm? When we are trying to control things, okay, because a lot of us, we try to control our day-to-day. And instead of going with the flow, it just brings us more anxiety. Instead of just letting go and surrendering, let the magic in. There's so much that you guys are learning about yourself because you know that you're under review for a whole new life. And you are going to be the leader in this marathon, helping other people. I hope I explained that okay. But I'm sure you guys know what I mean. Okay. Focus your light and listen for a message. This week you will be moving through a portal. You are receptive to moving towards this timeline. In this timeline, it's the beginning of you going up this ladder. Like, yes, I'm going to be more aware of who I surround myself with. Am I gossiping? Am I talking crap? Am I speaking negatively to myself? What are the things that I'm doing? How am I treating my body? You are going to act with honor and integrity. You're going to continue to speak your truth, but you're also going to listen for messages and be honest with yourself. Like, you know what? I'm not doing okay. What am I thinking about? Am I upset about this? Am I mad about that? We can't always control the first thought, but we can control the second one. So I really want to do some affirmations for you guys where we go from maybe the root chakra up to the crown based on what each one of those chakra means. Because I saw a video on it and it was so powerful and I forgot to write that down. But I think that's a great idea. We should do that. Okay, anything else? Show that you are a wise leader. Command the universe. You are a wise leader. You were chosen for this. You were made for this. Only you could make the unicorns, the dragons, the sheep, the lizards, all of them hang out together. So it's vital that all of the venom, the poison, the toxins are sucked up out of your life right now. It feels like the biggest cleanse ever. The most annoying load of laundry you will ever do. But it's about your soul that's getting cleansed, okay? And though you'll feel better, you're like, I'm getting dragged through it right now. And I know it's going to be for my betterment, but I don't feel that great right now. It could be terrifying. So again, just be aware of what you are saying to yourself. Again, you guys can use the Parrot app. I know I have a lot of new subscribers. The Parrot app, Parrot, is a free app where you can record your voice on a loop. You can record a prayer. You can record affirmations or even ask-formations. Sometimes we do ask-formations on the channel because our subconscious is a proving mind. So if we ask ourselves a question, our subconscious tries to filter through all of the information of why that is a fact. So if we ask ourselves a bunch of negative things like, oh my gosh, why is this happening to me? We can try to shift that by asking ourselves more positive questions. Even more magic can unfold in that way. And I think that's it. Okay, you guys, let me know what's going on in the comments. Let me know what is your favorite makeover scene in which movie or maybe even show. And yeah, I'm sending you guys so much love, sending prayers to the collective. We are all going to get through this together. It is a big shift. It's been taking a long time, this transformation, and we have to get more comfortable with shedding these old versions of ourselves and letting ourselves be called out, whether it's by our loved ones or by the divine, or if we're calling ourselves out like, oh, I wasn't ready to let go of that, or I did want that and I did want to manifest that, but then I backed out and I was nervous. So just moving accordingly, being honest with yourself and moving accordingly. Also, let me know if you guys are seeing angel number 222. Don't forget to drop your thumbs up below, okay? Smash the you know what, hit the bell. What was I gonna say? Oh, if you guys made it to the end of this message, I want you guys to drop a sheep down below. I'm pretty sure there's an emoji for that. Okay? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Affirmations for each chakra that we can say from top to bottom. For the root chakra, I am grounded and connected to the earth's energy. My body is a vessel of strength and vitality. I am financially responsible and attract abundance. The sacral chakra, so you guys know where the root chakra is, the sacral right below the belly button. I embrace my creative energy and allow it to flow freely. I am playful and spontaneous. I trust the guidance of my emotions. I am open to exploring my passions and hobbies. So the solar plexus, which I believe is like in the belly button area, don't quote me. I think it's above it. Don't come for me, okay? I am confident and believe in my abilities. I am a powerful and radiant being. I am the master of my own life. I am confident in my decision-making skills. For the heart chakra, love is the essence of my being. My relationships are filled with harmony and trust. I am kind and loving to myself. For the throat chakra, I express myself honestly and authentically. My voice is powerful and my words create positive change. My voice is a force for positive transformation. For the third eye chakra, I trust my intuition and wisdom. I am in tune with my higher self. And I release all doubts about my intuitive abilities. I am open to the flow of spiritual energy. I release all doubts and fears. Oh, wait, I already read that one. I am connected to the universal mind and wisdom. So I love that. I'm going to think of better ones, I feel like, that are more how I would do affirmations. But that's just like an idea of how you guys can do that. Starting from the root, going up to, did I say the crown already? No, I didn't do the crown. Okay. For your crown, I am connected to the universal consciousness. I am one with the divine and the infinite. I am aware of the divine purpose behind all experiences. So again, you can write down your own affirmations. You can record them on the Pair app. It will play it back to you on a loop. But say you want to write down a couple affirmations that really call to your spirit that you know you need for each chakra. Each and every one of you know what you need for your root. You know what you need to hear for your sacral. We've all gone through different trauma and experiences, so you can tailor make that for you to like power pack your affirmations to feel like you're more in alignment. You know what you need for your solar plexus, your heart, your voice with boundaries and what you want to speak on. You know what you need for your third eye, how you feel about your psychic abilities, how you feel receptive to information, and you know what you need for your crown. So again, you can write 2 to 3 affirmations per chakra. You can record it or just write it down, speak them out loud, and then in the next message, we can come together and talk about what affirmations we wrote for our chakras. I love that. I don't have Pinterest on my iPad, so I didn't. I was trying to Google it, and I'm like, I feel like I could have found way better ones than these, but I will write way better ones. Not that those weren't great, because I'm grateful that those were on there so I could read them, but we'll come back and share our chakra affirmations. I love you guys so much. Bye, guys.